Hello guys and gals, Finn here and welcome to a new week of Destiny, with it being week 4 now, presenting with a new espionage. I call it that because it sounds better than expunge, which doesn't really sound that great. Also a new override, but it's more of just a new override boss, not really a new map, and a lot more dialogue, lore, and something has happened in the fallen camp, a sabotage. So I hope you guys enjoy this new week of Destiny and what is coming from the season so far. I hope it gets way better later on, and I hope that the next couple of expunge missions will be great. Hope you guys enjoy this, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later.
The path leads you to me once more, Guardian. This endless night presses down on us all. I hear the city groan with the strain. The dark brings sickness now. Few can find sleep. The people hear of your triumphs against the Vex, but they see only dark skies above. They are being bent, and some may break. I will aid if I can. I will not be proud, but let the citizens see that we are suffering with them. I have faith they will see us for who we are. The light always shines through in the end, but for now, the work must begin again. Go.
People of the Last City. The Vanguard protects us from enemies outside our walls. But did you know they also protect us from information? Did you know that the Fallen unleashed the Vex on Europa? That they corrupt our Guardians with the poison gift of stasis, tempting them to wield the darkness? These same Fallen are now inside our city, at the invitation of the Vanguard. Ikora Rain knows all this, and more. Her hidden spies report as much. Yet she continues to support these false alliances over her own people. Whether her lies are born of malice or incompetence matters not. What matters is that I have gazed into the future and foreseen bodies in our streets. Make no mistake, an invasion is coming. And if we are to triumph, we must first take back our city.
The Vex network is a sprawling digital meta-consciousness. And like a human mind, it can be manipulated.
defenses. The Vex attempt to lock out the terminal. Destroy countermeasures to keep it operating.
The Vex think they can outsmart you. Crush their simple passcode. Prepare for another assault. The Vex will endure as many casualties as necessary to keep the vortex closed.
A sacred splicer must feel the Vex as you feel the light. I sense a hidden doorway nearby. Enter and secure the data.
Splicer tech must work, because the Vex are converging to shut it down.
The network repairs like a body healing a cut. Disrupt the passcode to keep the splice alive. The Vex security cycles. Each circuit grows more desperate. The vortex resists manifestation. A final surge of data will force it into being.
Countermeasures incoming. Turn them back to scrap.
VexNet is revealed into the vortex.
The Vex network makes me wonder. If we can't tell the difference between reality and simulation, how do I know what's real? Oh, it hurts my head. Subjugated mind. Crush this poor machine so we can leave this hideous place.
Must make more incursions on the Vex network. I can guide, but cannot follow.
Sending others into danger from a position of safety. This is fallen leadership.
Alex and me do not have lives to spare. We use wits.
Now it's time for the new Expunge mission, which this was definitely different from last week's mission, which you had the final boss, you had to go to each different like little island, grab the data, then come back with it, and then it would disable the shield of the boss, and then you can deal damage. This was very different. You had a Cyclops boss, and you had to go out and get these balls which had very little timers, but then there was these like little checkpoint areas you can get more time on it to then get to the area to plant it. This definitely was very different, and I kind of like this weekly one than the last one. Plus, it's set on a different planet, but that doesn't really matter because you're just in this neon territory. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay of the new Expunge mission, and I'll see you in the next clip.
Do you feel that? The more you explore the Vex domain, the more I feel an all-seeing eye upon us. Ever watchful, ever seeking. We trespass in dimensions not meant for either of us. Vex have enacted a purge sweep of the domain. We should stay ahead of it. A layer of barriers defends this realm, a mighty fortress that resists brute force. Cunning is the key here, Guardian. That fragment of Vex data can be used to splice a bypass in their security, granting us access to the oppressive mind at this domain's core. I have helped as much as I can. You tread uncharted paths. Solving this enigma is up to you and the skills you have been given. to face us. Show it the power of a splicer. The Vex have forced upon us. The tapestry of their design continues to fray. But this is far from over.
Lakshmi is certain that our continued efforts, combined with future war cult's technology, can locate the source of the Endless Night.
I am aware of the device Lakshmi uses. Does it not worry you?
In what way?
It is taxing on its user. To have one's consciousness fractured into countless splinters and rejoined again can be harrowing.
Lakshmi is up to the task.
This sort of technology is taboo among the Elixni. But perhaps House Light can still offer some assistance. My engineers could improve on the design, make it easier for Lakshmi.
No. The Black Armory has already provided necessary enhancements for us. Lakshmi will manage, I'm confident. Besides, the less interaction Lakshmi has with your people at the moment, the better.
Yes, perhaps you are right.
After completing the Expunge mission, we have now got a quest step, which is to rush to Ikora, because something has happened, and it sounds really urgent. And I think you already know by me telling you, but it's urgent, and we gotta get there right away.
Ah, shall we begin then? All right.
There's been a disturbance. Sabotage in the Elixni camp. This wasn't just an attack on their ether stores. Someone wanted to send a message. Our citizens forget who they were before they found the safety of the city's walls. It's easy to mistake change as the front line of a battlefield. But this is a time for level heads and compassion. Saint 14 is already en route to investigate. I trust him, but he is torn between duty and doubt. And Lakshmi? The Vanguard has tolerated her broadcasts, as Zavala doesn't believe it's our place to interfere in civilian politics. I see now that was a mistake. We can't allow anyone to jeopardize our alliance with the House of Light, no matter their motives. Our citizens must see that the Elixni are people, just like them. Get down there. Be the calm the city needs. Hear out grievances and keep tensions low, while I root out the perpetrators. It's time that Lakshmi and I had a little talk.
Something I've got to say really quickly is that the new lore piece, the weekly lore piece that you get for completing the quest every week, I think it's like book 4 now or book 5, the most recent one, it talks about the sabotage and how it's happened. It's really interesting, and it actually kind of makes you question, should the Fallen actually be here or not? So go check out that lore piece, it's really nice, talks about sabotage, how it happened, and it will, well, link up with what you're about to see right now.
You see what was done. Our ether tanks smashed. Our supplies stolen. Our home defaced.
I cannot find any witnesses.
This is not surprising. The locals have been under enormous pressure. You're lucky it was not worse.
This destruction helps no one but the Vex. Please, instead of teaching your people to fear us, tell them the truth.
The truth is that your kind has preyed upon us for as long as we can remember. There's nothing I can say that will make them forget.
House Light has never raised arms against humanity.
Your houses and titles are layers of politics. You're still fallen.
You promised us your protection.
And you've had it. We allowed your brood to squat and chitter here in our city. But still, the Vex simulation persists. If you're displeased with how you have been treated for your failure, then I suggest you camp elsewhere.
Your people destroyed what little we possessed. Now we have nothing. Nowhere to go.
Humanity faced a challenge like that once. We banded together and built a city with walls to keep our enemies outside, where they belong.
We hear her broadcasts, but more than that, we feel the energy of her words in the air, sharp as blades pointed at an enemy, at us.
You cannot ask people to live alongside their monsters.
Listen to me now, Saint. Let me tell you something about monsters. Once, in a city grander even than yours, we prospered. But it did not last. Our great machine abandoned us. And when we pursued it, you sent something back. A creature fueled by hatred. It tore through our great houses like they were nothing. And then it came for the rest of us. Nowhere was safe from its insatiable rage. In its eyes, even the most innocent of Elixni were still fallen. It could die, but it would not stay dead. It would shake off the rot and rise again. And if it caught you in its crushing embrace, impaled you on its ragged crest, dragged you screaming into its foul shell, none live to speak of these horrors. It called itself the Saint. My people must now see the creature every day. It sees us. If we wish to survive, we must all learn to live alongside our monsters.
I believe this is the war strategy humans call poisoning the town well. Luckily, we have enough ether reserves to last until repairs are made. But this is a worrying sign. When Ikora Rey offered us refuge, we assumed she had the authority to do so. But the longer we stay here, the more we wonder if anyone is in charge of this city. Your leaders do not seem to have the loyalty of the people. This instability puts Mizraxkel in a difficult position. Many in our house were against coming here, but they trusted my father's judgment. Now his messages of tolerance and forgiveness appear naive. Perhaps this was the attacker's goal. This sharing of hatred, as my father would say, is disappointing but not unexpected. Some Elixni believe that Guardians prey on us without reason. But as a scribe, I know better. The accusations Lakshmi makes against us are mostly true. Elixni have raided the last city for centuries. They were driven not only by desperation, but by unspoken resentment at the Great Machine's abandonment. Every Kel since the Whirlwind has tried to unify Elixni in opposition to humanity. This war-like mentality has been a weakness. The House of Light tries to unify Elixni with humanity, not against them. And this is how we are received. I'm surprised humans would destroy a representation of the Great Machine. My research with the Awoken suggested that humans revered it as we do. However, my personal observations have not supported that conclusion. I understand the city used to have an official speaker, a sort of cleric who spoke to the Great Machine's will. However, human records state that role was abandoned after Dominus Gaul sacked the city. To leave the Great Machine without a representative among the people seems heretical. Many Elixni believe that humanity takes the Great Machine's blessings for granted, just as we once did. Perhaps they're right. Guardian, I regret you had to witness my outburst earlier with the fallen leader. I am not a diplomat, and sometimes I can be terse. I know terrible things have been done in the name of the city. In the name of the future war cult. In my name. You understand, though? The city is a living thing, and it is rejecting the fallen, like a fever burning out an infection. I will speak to the fallen leader. Tell it that the future war cult will personally replenish their supplies when they are ready to move on. I do not wish them to think badly of us. I know they are your associates. What a city we would have if everyone's heart was as big as yours. Have you heard the song of the people echoing through the city? Rise up as one, march toward the sun. The words of people reaching for dawn in this endless night. People who have still not given up hope. Neither have I. And if you were wondering, this was not the conflict I have foreseen. No. That will come later. Unless I can stop it.
I have no words left to speak. Lakshmi too, the saint. I do not know if I reached them. In truth, I do not know if I even reach you. The darkness of this night weighs on me more than any other. Know this. I will not stop fighting for those in this city. Even those who did this. The light passes through us all. We focus it through the prism of our will. Those who attacked us were blinded by fear, poisoned by venomous words. They were focused badly. Bent badly. But they are not truly our enemies. We will not seek vengeance. We are not the monsters some believe us to be. Walking the path of the light takes strength. That is what we will remember tonight, as fear and hunger gnaw at us. As our hatchlings sleep in ashes.
And that was the quest. That was it. That was pretty much everything. All the dialogue. Pretty much everything and everything new. Comment down below if you're on the Exos team. I think the future war cult leader. Because I'm definitely not on her team. She's not nice at all. She's just causing all this beef with the Fallen. And here are all the new seasonal challenges, just in case you haven't seen them yet. Some are actually related to the legendary lost sectors now, and some are actually related to Nightfalls now. And the previous one of collecting ether is back. And well, if you've got a crap ton of ether before, you definitely might have already got it done by now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment down below if you're with the EXO or not. I'm definitely not. And go read that lore book. It's very interesting how the sabotage happened and who did it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this new week, and I'll see you tomorrow in a new video. Hopefully that I don't live stream instead. See ya!